Hello guys, welcome to Inspiring Minds. This is Dr. Sonal and today we are going to discuss venous drainage of the nervous system. Under this, first we will see cavernous sinus. Now, cavernous sinus, if we'll talk about the location, it is present on either side of the sphenoid body. On transverse section, we can see this is the sphenoid body. Somewhere here up is the pituitary gland. Then we have cavernous sinus here, and there are few nerves that are passing laterally to the cavernous sinus, and there are structures that pass through the cavernous sinus. So medially we see the pituitary gland and body of sphenoid. Then laterally we can see three nerves passing. These are oculomotor, trochlear and first branch of the trigeminal nerve, and there are two structures that pass through the cavernous sinus. These are, first is the internal carotid artery. This is the internal carotid artery, and then abducent nerve, which passes infralaterally. Now there are tributaries that drain the cavernous sinus or inflow channels. For this, we have a mnemonic which goes like Miss Rosie SMC. So Miss Rosie, Miss is for middle meningeal vein, then inferior cerebral vein and sphenoparietal sinus. So we have M, middle meningeal vein, I, inferior cerebral vein, and S is for sphenoparietal sinus. Then R is for central vein of retina, and O is for ophthalmic vein. And we have two ophthalmic veins, superior ophthalmic vein and inferior ophthalmic vein. Then SMC is for superficial middle cerebral vein. Now we have outflow channels or communicating channels. So the cavernous sinus, it is connected to transverse sinus via superior petrosal sinus. See, in this picture I am highlighting the superior petrosal sinus, this one. As you can see, it is connecting. This is the transverse sinus on this side, this is the transverse sinus, this one. So the superior petrosal sinus, it connects the transverse sinus with the cavernous sinus, and then we have one more sinus here, inferior petrosal sinus. This drains into internal jugular vein, and cavernous sinus drains into inferior petrosal sinus. Therefore, cavernous sinus drains into internal jugular vein through inferior petrosal sinus. Now we can see this in this picture. There's inferior petrosal sinus, this one. It connects the cavernous sinus with the internal jugular vein here. Now we have dangerous area of face. Now why this is called dangerous area? Let's see here. This is the facial vein here. As you can see, it drains into deep facial vein, which drains into pterygoid venous plexus, which then drains into cavernous sinus through emissary veins. Now there's one more vein here, this angular vein. This vein, it is in contact with the facial vein. It also drains into cavernous sinus via superior ophthalmic vein. Now, if there is any septic emboli lodged in the facial vein, it can directly enter the cavernous sinus through superior ophthalmic vein via angular vein. As a result, this area is called dangerous area of the face. Now we have one more thing here. There are different features of the cavernous sinus thrombosis. There will be nerves, cranial nerves, which get affected. So first we have oculomotor nerve, then trochlear, and then first branch of the trigeminal nerve. Also abducens nerve. And then second feature is the ophthalmoplegia. Then we have severe pain in the distribution of ophthalmic nerve. And then we have swollen eyelids. Next we have exophthalmos. Then we have increased intracranial tension, papilloedema. The last is the loss of vision. These are the following features of cavernous sinus thrombosis. Now, one more thing I want to mention here. This superior ophthalmic vein, this is the only vein which acts as both tributary of the cavernous sinus, also communicating channel of the cavernous sinus. Now we'll see few MCQs now. So first question is direct content of the cavernous sinus. So there are two structures that pass through cavernous sinus. We know first is the internal jugular vein, first is the internal carotid artery, and second one is the abducens nerve. So we don't have internal carotid artery in the option, but we can see abducens nerve here. So this is the answer. Second question is facial nerve is connected to cavernous sinus via superficial middle cerebral vein, deep facial vein, superior ophthalmic vein, middle meningeal vein. So the correct answer is superior ophthalmic vein. We just discussed about this vein. It is the only vein which acts as both communicating vein as well as tributary of the cavernous sinus. So third question is all of the following are inflow channels of cavernous sinus except. Options are middle meningeal vein, internal jugular vein, inferior ophthalmic vein, central vein of retina. We had mnemonic for this, Miss Rosie SMC. So we have middle meningeal vein, inferior ophthalmic vein, central vein of retina. So internal jugular vein, this is the answer. Thank you for watching our video. If you have any doubt or suggestion, write it down in the comment section below. Join us on Telegram to get all the latest updates. Download IM app for the test series and follow us on Instagram to get daily questions. If you like our video, hit that like button, share it with your friends and subscribe to our channel if you haven't subscribed it yet. And yes, do click that bell icon to get notified first whenever we upload videos.